It's time to talk fantasy football. It's time to let them know. Where you let us crunch the numbers while you crush the competition. So grab your playbooks and crack a cold one, because here's your hosts, Teek and Baney.
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the podcast. We're going to go over the recap. We're going to do things a little differently today. Okay.
Ooh.
So I'm just going to handle the recap for us. It's going to be nice, sweet. We're going to bring back, we're going to take a walk down memory lane. I know watching sports, we grew up on certain sportscasters, and this one was near and dear to me of why I became a huge football fan. And I'm just going to take over the recap here, boys, if you guys don't mind, before we get into the Against the Spread segment.
Let's go. We'll kick back, chill, grab a White Claw.
So let's get right on into it, shall we? All right.
Dolphins commander Tyreek Hill, 157 yards and 2 TDs. He's racing to that 2K mark for the first time ever as the Dolphins win 45-15. Then moving on, Titans Colts in Nissan Stadium. December starts with D, and you know what else does? Derrick Henry, 102 yards and 2 TDs is not enough as Pitts and Stash come back with a go-ahead touchdown to end it as Colts win 31-28. And down in the Big Easy, Lions Saints. First in his name, Sam Laporta won the event and stole Hearts 140 yards and a TD as Lions defeat the Saints 33-28. Falcons Jets, another barn burner game at the Memes at the Meadowlands, where the only touchdown scored didn't help anybody's cause in fantasy. Falcons beats Jets 13-8. Going on to Cardinals Steelers, we head over to Pittsburgh, where the ketchup bottle was more known than the players there. James Conner returns to his old stomping grounds, and stomp is what he did. 105 yards and 2 TDs as the bride-to-be contributes with 89 and a TD. As Cardinals fly through the Steelers 24-10. And to wrap it up in Lincoln Financial, the rematch of the NFC divisional game, where Beatty said it doesn't matter if Purdy's there or not. In this game, it did, and it got pretty ugly. 19 for 27, 314 yards and 4 TDs, finished with a 148.8 passer rating. Woo! As the 49ers demolished the Eagles 42-19.
Take a bow. Woo! Take a bow. What an end.
We're going to have some video. Obviously, the videos are going to be playing, but I almost lost my voice a couple times practicing for you boys there. It was my best Chris Berman I can give you. I was hoping someone would throw some whoops in there, but
I didn't want to throw you out of rhythm. You had a good flow going. I didn't want to interrupt.
I was going to say, whoop, but then you punched me in the chest.
But
oh man,
that's just a quick. We're gonna switch it up here this week a bunch here, and that's just one of the things I'm gonna switch up this week. I didn't fill the boys in on the upcoming episodes of what I'm gonna switch up, but we're gonna keep you guys on your toes this week.
it.
That wraps up the recap. So we're gonna get right on into Against the Spread with the Money Badger. And the guy is on fire. I think he was 9-1 last week. Badge?
Oh, yeah. Yep. 5-0 in the episode.
Yep. So, yeah, 9-1. You said the previous 2 weeks.
Yeah, last 2 weeks, episode bets, 9-1. Last week, 5-0. So 4-1 episode last week, 5-0 this week.
So we got a lot of feedback, too, from you, Badge, from the community and about people picking your bets, and a lot of good feed coming in. So hopefully we can keep it rolling.
But profitable couple weeks for the boys.
But let's get on into it.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Against the Spread with the Money Badger. Guys, we are on fire. Last week, we went 5-0 on the episode bets. We are undefeated. 5-0, boys. Give it a clap. So hopefully you got on. I want to give a shout out to someone. I know he did. He made some cash. So you're not going to want to miss out. The last 2 weeks, we are 9-1 on the episode. The last 2 weeks. That is huge. Make sure you subscribe. Gain access to the Discord. The link is in the description. And you're going to get all of our bets, props, spreads, totals throughout the whole week. So again, we went 5-0 last week against the spread. 9-1 last 2 weeks. Huge week. Standing tall the last 2 weeks at 14-3. Hopefully you guys hopped on. Hit subscribe. Get access to that Discord. Again, Teek and Baney all week are posting props. Teek crushes it on props. Baney's been hot. We're all hot. Let's make some money together. So we're going to ride the coaster. And past 2 weeks, the rocket ship. This week for you guys, I have 2 dog bets, 1 best bet, 1 total domination, Teek's favorite segment, and 1 bonus bet. So let's get it kicked off. So starting, we're going to jump right in because we went 5-0 last week. So we're jumping right into the best bet. So best bet, I'm taking Baltimore at home -7 against the Rams. Baltimore -7 against the Rams. You got a West Coast team coming over to the East Coast. Not the main reason, but they're playing an early game. Usually you see a little factor in those games. Ravens coming off a bye, getting rest, getting healthier. There's a trend too, if you guys didn't know. Lamar Jackson is actually, he has 1 loss in his career to NFC teams. That's a pretty good trend. I'm going to roll with it. The Rams allow explosive run plays. What does Lamar do? He runs. Mitchell, running game for Baltimore has been stout. Baltimore is a very tough place to play. I'm taking this now before it gets to 8 or 9. Best bet, Baltimore -7 against the Rams. Jumping into my dog bet. So, Teek, you're going to hold your breath. He's in the studio. He's probably holding his breath as I say this. I'm taking Chicago +3.5 against the Detroit Lions. So to me, this has upset alert written all over it. Lions defense have been giving up a boatload of points these past several weeks. They also have trouble closing out games. Bears offense been moving the ball. Doesn't look like it though because they've been settling for field goals. And also, I think the Bears defense deserves a little more credit than people think. At least these past few weeks. Justin Fields, I think he's going to have a game. Give me Justin Fields for Teek in the Chicago Bears +3.5, maybe even a little sprinkle on the money line if you're feeling frisky. Upset alert written all over it, in my opinion. But again, I'm taking Chicago +3.5 at home against the Detroit Lions. Jumping into the second dog bet of the week. So again, Teek, plug your nose. He's probably going to be throwing up. But I'm taking the Raiders at home against the Vikings. Yes, I know Justin Jefferson's coming back. The Raiders are coming off 2 tough games against elite offenses with the Finns and the Chiefs. This one here against the Vikings, I feel is going to be a much easier matchup for them. Aiden O'Connell last week against the Chiefs, they were averaging over 6 yards per play against a very, very good Chiefs defense. I believe the Raiders are going to be able to move the ball against this Vikings defense. You combine that with the Vikings turnovers issues as of late. Aiden O'Connell, I think he's going to have a little more time to prepare. Give me the Raiders +3 at home against the Vikings. And a little thing here too. The Raiders, their last 4 games, they're 3-1 against the spread. So again, dog bet, second one, Raiders +3 against the Vikings. Now jumping in, total domination, Teek's favorite segment, our best over-under of the week. So I'm taking Indy at Cincinnati over 39. Jake Browning, I mean, I think we can all agree that game, he shocked me. he looked different. He looked like a different guy. He looked poised. He looked comfortable. See, this guy can generate points. Plus, you combine that Minshew and Pittman. These guys have been stout together. So that to me is their over. So Browning, he's going to keep it rolling. He has a lot of weapons, a lot of talent on that offense. Pittman and Minshew, it's been awesome to watch. Good call, Teek. I'll give you a shout out there on Pittman, snagging him late in a couple drafts. They're going to put up some points. Browning's confident. There's going to be 43 to 45 points in this one. So, again, total domination. Give me Cincy, Indy, over 39. And now we're going to kick it off with or conclude it with our bonus bet. So, my bonus bet, we're going to the Meadowlands. I'm taking Houston minus 5.5. So, it's looking like Trevor Siemian is going to be slinging the rock for the New York Jets. Or should I say, throwing incomplete passes and picks. So the Jets have been absolutely awful at home this season, losing by an average of 15 points this year per game. The Texans should have no problem stacking the box and stopping Breece Hall. That's the main concern there, in my opinion. Jets offense gives me no confidence. They bring no confidence. They have not moved the needle whatsoever. I feel bad for Garrett Wilson. So much talent there. So I'm taking this before it gets over a tutty. Give me Houston minus 5.5 at the New York Jets. So there's our 5 bets. Hopefully we can go 5-0 again this week. Guys, girls, everyone, hit subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. We put a lot of work in this for you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate those who are subscribed. Who watch the video, give us the views week in and week out. Again, you're going to get a lot of bonus bets in our Discord. The link is in the description. If you subscribe, you get access to our bonus bets throughout the week that we post. Teek and Baney are posting consistent, very good. They're hitting on these prop bets. Teek is absolutely on fire. Baney's on fire. Our bets have been on fire. Join the rocket ship. Hit subscribe. We love you. Until next time.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Let 'Em Know Fantasy Football Podcast.
Cheers.
Join our community and follow us on all socials or keep up with the episodes on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts.